good morning everyone. So I've decided I'm gonna meander on over to the west into BC. It's a warmer climate over there, so I'm wondering if there'd be more mountains to be accessible for doing summits right now. And BC is also the land of the drone, so I'm looking forward to be able to fly that again. I'm pretty happy with where the van build is at right now. The alternator was the last big thing that I want to get done. Right now it's just the prison vibe aesthetic that I need to work on. I need to make this place look a bit more inviting. But since I'm going for a road trip, I'm going to cook up my breakfast burritos on the induction this morning, and I'm going to do something that I've never done before. I'm going to try to cook bacon inside here. This roof vent really moves a lot of air. I think if I crack the back window, it should be enough to exhaust all that out, and hopefully this place doesn't smell like a grease pit for the next month. I've already reset the counter on the battery monitor down to 0, so let's do this. This should help contain the grease so it's not splattering everywhere. Oh, I gotta crack that rear window. Okay. Full speed. So of course someone's gonna park right behind me. They're gonna be smelling some bacon. Mission successful, and we used about 15.5 amp hour on that, so for me that's going to be around 15-20 minutes of driving to recharge the battery. Let's get into this. Let's have a coffee and then hit the road. Well, I used another 5 amp hour boiling water for coffee, so I think around like 20 minutes to get a full recharge on the battery. So let's get going. Let's hit the road. Well, I had no trouble sleeping with the windows open last night. Winter van life in Canada can be a lot warmer if you want it to be, but that's not the reason why I came out here. I'm not trying to get away from the cold. I'm just hoping that some of the backcountry Forest Service roads will be open and actually drivable. I really love the Invermere area, but they're all plugged up with snow right now. But I gotta go pay my respects to the depot and get an oil change, and I'll be back on the road towards Lillooet.
You've arrived.
I think as far as morning bathroom tier list goes, Home Depot is right there at the top of the pyramid. Yum. I was just checking the comments on my last video, and someone let me know that there's a new ultra quiet fuel pump available for the diesel heater, so I put my order in. I've never seen this thing before. I can't find any videos or reviews about it, so in a couple weeks I'll let you guys know if it actually makes a difference or not. So thanks James for sending me that link, and my oil change is done now, so I'm gonna hit the road and see if I can get out into the back country near Lillooet. I took a walk up there, about 1 kilometer. It narrows down into a snowmobile track. I was hoping I'd be able to drive a lot further, but we can work with this. I'm gonna go see if I can find some deadfall, make a fire. I feel like I could end the video right now. I'm pretty satisfied with that. But I did come out here with a purpose, and that was to climb a mountain. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to head out there. It's a long distance, so I'm going to pack in my sleeping bag and mattress and tent. It'll be an overnighter. I picked up this soup mix. It's a bunch of different dried vegetables in there. I got like carrots, potatoes, onion, green leeks, red and green bell peppers, cabbage, celery, the whole works. Oh, and a heaping scoop of sulfites. That's all I really wanted, to be honest. And some noodles, pepperonis. I'll make up a soup kit, and that'll be my dinner tomorrow. But I'm going to go to bed now, and we'll get all organized in the morning. Trying to get myself all organized this morning. I just realized the battery on my Garmin InReach is dead, so I gotta charge that up before I go. This backpack is just my sleeping bag, tent, mattress, and cooking gear, and I still have more stuff that I need to carry in this backpack, so I'm gonna see if I can pull this thing behind me on the ground. It's all I can do until I get a bigger backpack, or maybe a sled. I believe they call that a polk. We'll see how far we can get today. I might just be setting up a base camp today, then hit the summit tomorrow morning, but you never know. Got my drone, water, crampons, a bunch of snacks, bear spray. There could be bears out. I did see some big paw prints over there. I'm guessing cougar. Headlamp, battery pack for my phone, and a lighter. Just like Greg Ovens says, this is your #1 survival tool. And I believe this is ready to go. So let's get walking. My plan to pull my backpack wasn't working at all. I'll see if I can pick up a plastic sled next time I'm in town. I probably look like a doofus right now, but it's not a fashion show out here. I guess it could be if I wanted it to be. But at least I'm all armored up if a cougar decides to jump out at me. There's specks of blood all over the trail. I've just been keeping my head on a swivel. I got my bear spray holstered down there. That's about all you can do. These animals are out year round. You just don't really think about them in the summer so much because you can't see their footprints everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, and claws. So I'm sharing a trail with a pack of wolves right now. There's still some meat left on that bone. Throw it in a pot, add some broth, vegetables. Baby, you got a stew going. Drove the minivan up to this point last summer, camped out right here, did some summits up there. There's a big patch of huckleberries along the way. Good memories. About 7 kilometers into this now. The snowmobile trails made it easy. I'm going to try to do like another 5 kilometers today, then set up a base camp, then tomorrow morning try to do a summit. I can either continue along in this direction for 2 kilometers and set up camp, or this way. It switches back towards Seton S3. I'm going to choose this way because it looks like it'll be a sure thing to get up on the summit of that. Then I can get a lay of the land over there for a future trip. This is going to be a really long night, but I could use the rest, so I'm good and fresh tomorrow morning. Got to make sure I can get all the way up that mountain and back to the van. I do have enough food if I had to spend an extra night or two out here, but I think I can make it back tomorrow. So good night. I'll see you tomorrow, and hopefully I don't become a meat popsicle tonight. Well, if I had any common sense, I would have pitched my tent over there in the trees, protected from the wind. A couple of really hard gusts came down last night off the mountain. The one just flattened the tent, sent a tornado of powder snow going around in here. But I don't really have common sense anymore. I try to do things that'll look good on YouTube, but I'm still alive, doing good, so I'm gonna get packed up, get moving. I'll just leave that right there. Nobody's coming out here today. All these conditions are just too much for me. I just struggling to get anywhere, and the weather up there looks kind of severe. Can't even see the summit right now, so I'm gonna turn around, just concentrate on getting back to the van, which is a big job in itself. Well, that was a fun hike. It was interesting to see this area in the winter. The trail was just littered in blood and bone and guts there for a bit, but what you're seeing is a really narrow slice of nature. These animals are covering a huge swath of land, and they're all programmed. They're looking for deer and other kinds of game, not that one random hiker that shows up once a winter. I did feel like a walking drumstick there for a bit, but overall, I think you're fairly safe out there. But don't take my word for it. If you don't feel safe doing this kind of stuff, don't do it. But but I really love BC though. There's so much crown land here. You don't have to make any reservations or pay any fees. You just show up and do as you please. I could camp out right here for the rest of the winter if I wanted to, but I do have an audience to please, so I gotta go figure out the next thing. So thanks for watching, and thank you to Patreon supporters, and I'll see ya in the next one.